Creamy coconut Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. 10 out of 10 recommend. I did a little mini review over on my TikTok, which I've been posting more on TikTok over there. I don't know if you want to follow me over there, that'd be cool. I'm trying to do some different stuff over there. Just utilize all platforms, but I highly recommend this. If you're like me, Dr. Pepper sometimes is a bit much, but the coconut kind of like levels it out where it's really delicious. So it has been a while, friends and fam. I feel like we just haven't connected, chatted in a while, and many of you have asked for my makeup routine. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna just chit chat, update you on life, talk shop. Is that what people say? I've also got some new products here I was sent from Sheglam, the Marilyn Monroe collection, which I love. Marilyn Monroe, was a huge fan growing up, just very intrigued by her lifestyle, right? So I've got the collab with Sheglam here. We're gonna test that out today too. So got this really cool eyeliner. It looks like a feather pen, which we're gonna start with the eyes because I'm likely gonna fuck this up because I am not good with eyeliner, and then to do liquid, we're gonna really see how easy this is. So let's start with the eyes today. Skin is prepped. I have a fresh self-tan on. It just, when you need a day to like boost your mood, your energy, your self-image, something about a self-tan just gets me feeling a bit better. So started the day with a fresh self-tan. So I'd be looking a little dark. This is the Loving Tan Platinum. So it runs a little darker. So we're gonna shade match. We're gonna shade match it all to the rest of my body. But let's start with the eyes. We have this palette, which is the Daydreamer Face and Eye Palette. So this is definitely a little bit different looking of a palette. We've got some different colors in here. That looks really pretty, really shimmery. This white one, is that an eyeshadow? I actually really love white eyeshadow. We've got some basic browns in here. Perfect. Many of you always ask about my makeup routine. And my makeup kind of changes based on my mood, based on the day. Sometimes I don't wear any at all. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm as much in my makeup game as I once was. I think just like not having to go to a day job anymore has gotten me out of my flow with makeup. So everything takes me a bit longer and I feel like I'm not as good as I once was. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm just gonna prep the eyes with a little concealer, and I will also go ahead and list all my makeup items that I use below in case you're curious, in case you're interested. And we're not used to doing makeup reviews, so I'm not used to doing get ready with me, so I'm looking down at a mirror I have right here. I always find it really hard to do my makeup in different locations. I'm such a creature of habit. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I always do my makeup on the floor. Like, I just really enjoy doing my makeup on the floor. Something about it is very fun, therapeutic for me. I just like being creative with makeup and sitting on the floor. I feel chill, I feel relaxed. Let's keep it simple with eyes and start there because we are gonna try to do the eyeliner. So the rest of my face base will probably be a little bit more my normal routine, but I really wanna use the shimmer on my eyes, but I also wanna lay down just that white color. And I'm gonna be honest right now, none of my brushes are clean. So they're just not, which isn't ideal. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can get some of this white on my eye. I do always like starting with just a white powder of some sort on my eyes. I'm just keeping it very natural lately. I feel that I've been in a good place with my skin and skincare routine. I talked about this a bit in my last video, how I kind of de-aged, if you will. I mean, I've definitely been, I've definitely aged, right? It's part of life. It's cool. But I guess the point of that video was more so that I feel better now than I did in my 30s, than I did in my 20s. I'm my most confident now. And I want to keep continuing to encourage other women to feel empowered, to feel good about themselves, whether it's wearing a crop top when you're in your 40s, your 50s, or playing with makeup. I just think there doesn't have to be any rules when it comes to how we live our lives, yet society and other people want to define us and put us in a box. Okay, I've got the white kind of down here. That's a real fluffy brush, so it's not like super packed on. I want to play with like some of the browns. I'm going to go in with a lighter brown color. Many of you really enjoyed that video. I was not sure how well that was gonna go over, especially because I haven't just done a sit down talk video in such a long time. You'll notice I'm being a little messy too, because I'm just gonna clean it up with a makeup wipe after. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it was something I felt called to talk about with so many comments lately about how I look, which honestly, I think a lot of that comes down to, I'm gonna go into the darker shades too. It's been over a year, you guys. It's been literally over a year now since I quit the hospital and made that video, which is wild to me. Like, time feels so weird because for a whole year to pass by feels bananas. Like, to me, I'm like, where did the past year of my life go? What have I done? Like, how did that happen so quickly, right? But at the same time, I don't associate with that person anymore. I cannot even remember. I mean, I can, but it feels like such a far distant memory thinking about the days that I was getting ready to go to work, like what my morning routine looked like, what my everyday routine looked like, what I did when I came home from work. All of that just feels so foreign to me. And I think that's because I was ready to go. I was beyond ready to leave that job and to pursue other things that I think when I actually did leave, because I was so confident in what I was doing and why I was doing it, that I literally did not look back. I was so unengaged from that lifestyle, even though I still keep in touch, just using all the browns here, I still keep in touch with a lot of the people that I worked with. That was the one thing. There were so many great people I worked with, but leaving that actual job, there's literally nothing I miss about it. So it's kind of weird to reflect on the past year, like what I've been doing. Have I been doing enough? Especially on YouTube. Like, definitely my YouTube game didn't go as I would have hoped and anticipated. I always will value my YouTube community more than anything else. I will admit I've been focusing more on like short form content, and it took me a while to really myself enjoy short form content, but lately I really have been. I've really been enjoying kind of producing it and coming up with ideas and just playing around with what works best on what platforms. But I gotta be honest, it's so much more work than people would think. I could easily see where someone could sit there and be like, girl, what are you doing? You call that a job? Like, you post one reel on Instagram and that's your work day? But I think people don't understand how much time really goes into this. And while I do have Jason's help and support in a lot of things, he's also a content creator. So it kind of makes it hard to ensure that we're both helping each other out and not stepping on each other's toes and just utilizing our time as efficiently as possible. And with that said, y'all know I do edit a lot of my own short form content. And I think that's a big part of why I've been focusing a bit more on it, because it's one thing I'm not like adding to Jason's plate. His YouTube community is doing so well. Like, his videos, he just kills the social media game. And I'm not shitting on mine by any means. It's two different communities. We have some overlap, which is so cool. But it's that fine line of me not wanting to add like too much extra work to his plate with doing YouTube videos, and I still don't edit myself. So, Kara, why don't you just learn to edit? Great question. I really had hoped that would be something I would achieve this year, and it's something that I have not done yet. So we'll see. Like, part of my thought process was I'm gonna take that like shimmery highlight shade and just kind of rub that on my eye and see how that looks. That was my goal for this year, was to learn how to start producing my own YouTube videos. Like, even today for this video, Jason got me set up to make sure lighting was good, make sure everything was good, and he's gonna edit this video. But it is something I do want to take off Jason's plate, because I feel like if there's so many times that I would want to film videos, and I don't know that he realizes this, but I don't, because I don't want to add more to his plate, right? And then I also think about a lot of thoughts going on with social media these days. The struggle between how to focus your time is really hard, especially living this influencer lifestyle, if you will. Trying to figure out what makes the most sense for your time and focus is really challenging. Here's the eye so far. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to deepen up that outer corner with a little bit more of the dark, and then we'll move on, I swear. It's hard. I'm still struggling with that component. I think I'm getting into a better flow, but I'm still struggling a little bit with the best way to spend my time. I personally love long form content. When it comes down to me unwinding, relaxing, just feeling like I can enjoy myself, it's sitting down, watching a content creator that I enjoy here on YouTube. Even for podcasts that I listen to, like, I'm obsessed with Girls Next Level, love Holly Madison and Bridget, and their podcast is something that I'll listen to on Spotify, but if I can, I'd prefer to watch the YouTube video. Like, I'm just someone that much enjoys long form content and just visually watching people, and I just don't know if people still love it or not. It's hard for me to assess just because I haven't been posting as regular, normal content here. So it's hard to say whether you guys still love it or not, because I know part of the issue is me not posting consistently enough. So I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you guys love to see in long form content. I'm very scared to use this, but we're going to try out the ShegLam We Are All Stars liquid eyeliner. Do a little swatch on my hand so you could see. But yeah, I guess I'm like, oh, that's black. I'm gonna just kind of keep playing around with it and see how things go. I wanted to start a running series. Oh, I just self-tanned. I probably shouldn't have done that. I really wanted to start a running series. I posted a couple running videos, and then I just kind of didn't follow through on my end with posting more running content, or really shoving it down your throat, I should say, as I was preparing for a half marathon. So I did complete a half marathon. That's one thing you guys may or may not have known if you're not following me on Instagram too. Sometimes I assume you guys are following me everywhere. Not everyone's on every platform. So for me, I never know what I've shared where, but I did run a half marathon a week and a half ago locally. It went so good. I can't wait to do my next one, but I don't know where it's going to be yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk while I do this. You can see my eyes are very minimal. What I'm going to do is, I don't have any tape, so I'm just going to use something that's got like a sharp line on it, or like a business card. If you had tape, you could do that too, but I'm going to use that to hopefully guide me a little bit. We're going to talk back and forth between what I'm doing with makeup and just my life, but this part I'm probably going to need to be silent for to give it an honest impression, an honest go. I have hooded eyes and my Botox is fully worn off, so like my eyes droop even more when that happens. So it impacts how my eye makeup looks. It's a real thing as we age. We don't talk about it. Hooded eyes and aging, things just like sag and droop more, which makes winged eyeliner very hard for me. So let's say a little prayer. And plus I'm very far away. Let's pull this up a little closer to mama. Try to do a thin line. Oh, that still got thick. She still got thick. I like how black it is. I definitely like got it underneath my eye. Very black. I'm gonna leave that and let that kind of dry down. Just bring that across the rest of my lid. Even though I'm not great with eyeliner, I feel like when I don't do it, I just look really tired. Probably because I am, but I think this one, for me, not being great with wing liner, will take a little practice. All right, I'm gonna leave that eye for now and try the other side so we can, I'm gonna get this other eye done so we can speed this up. That eye turned out better. I just think you really need a steady hand for a product like this. That I do not have. I do not have a steady hand, but that one definitely turned out better. That's my better eye though. Do you guys have one eye that's better than the other? My left eye is just a little more wonky when it comes to wing liner. All right, 300 hours later, this is what we're going with. I'm gonna clean up the other under eyes a little bit more, and we're gonna move on and just hope it all comes together. I feel like nothing ever looks good on the face until my base makeup is done. Let me know in the comments if you have any new makeup items you're loving. I haven't really purchased anything too new as of recently. I do want to try out the brand new Fenty foundation because they used to have this hydrating foundation years ago. They must have discontinued it, but I loved it. And so I think the new foundation she just came out with is a bit more of a hydrating formula, which I've been a little bit more into the glowy look. Glowy, and I don't know, I think I'll forever be a full coverage girl, but it definitely doesn't make sense like for how I live my life now. Unless I'm filming content, I don't really like to go too full coverage, but we're still gonna do full coverage today. Why? I don't know. I have no plans. I'm not really going anywhere other than I do still plan to do some cardio today. So we're gonna do the full beat just to go do some cardio. Okay, the eyes are how they're gonna be for right now. Sometimes I just like to start and then come back to them. I have been using a lash serum. I think it's been helping my lashes grow a bit, but I'll get back to you on that if I fully feel comfortable with it. I am gonna use the YSL Lash Clash for my lashes. Hopefully this ties in the look a little bit more. I did the lash extensions, as some of you saw, right before Jay and I went to the Cayman Islands, just because I thought it would just elevate things for me in terms of not having to worry about putting on false lashes and then just waking up and maybe looking more awake. But I do see now where they kind of dragged my eyes down a little bit. They made my eyes look a little more closed versus open. I noticed that because a week after, not even a week after, it was like the same week after Heidi and Christian got married, I went to Houston for a photo shoot for Grounds. And I did notice in all my pictures, I'm like, why do I look high? Like, why do I look high as balls right now? Oh yeah, it's those lash extensions. So I won't be doing those again. I really struggle with the best lashes for my face because I just have smaller eyes, you know? So I do have some of these Ardell these little stick-on ones that are just, you know, no glue or anything is needed. You just pop them in there. So these are sometimes fun to use. But yeah, that's one coat of mascara. How many coats of mascara do y'all use? Because I feel like once I put one coat on, I don't know. I don't tend to go back in with another coat. Maybe that's a makeup mistake. Let's try another coat. I do like this mascara. It's definitely a little more expensive. I got it back during the Sephora sale, but I do like how dark it makes my lashes look. The one thing I'll say is it's hard to get this off your lashes at the end of the night. So like I said, my face it's moisturized, it's SPF'd, but I am going to use this primer, this Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer that does have, it's got a little SPF in it. It's like SPF 15 it says. So I don't know. I didn't buy it for the SPF because I always just use SPF anyways. But this one actually does, while it looks a little wild going on at first, it does make for a nice base. It's got like a soft silicone feel to it. It does fill in my pores a bit, which is what I'm always looking for. I don't really necessarily need like a gripping, hydrating formula for my primer. I just like something that fills in my pores a little bit, makes me look a bit more poreless. So we're looking absolutely crazy. The face is white, the body is not. So let's get some color on the face. I have this Makeup by Mario foundation. I don't know if you guys have tried this or not. It's very well loved in the beauty community. I purchased it in a way too dark color for me. But I think it'll actually match me today. So I think we're gonna use it. It's 15N. Who I thought I was when I, whoa, that didn't go as planned. Who I thought I was when I purchased that color, I'm not sure. I'm gonna use that, but lately I've been a hoe for mixing my foundations. So I'm also gonna mix it with the Haus Labs 270 light medium. Let's see if this makes like maybe more of a normal color for my skin. I'm not sure. This is why makeup's fun for me. It's always a little bit of like, let's mix around and see what we come up with. And if it works, perfect. If not, fine. I don't have to go anywhere. No one has to see me. No one needs to critique how I look. All right, what else were we talking about here? Other updates in my life. So yeah, I'm still like getting in my flow with influencer life, but I'll be honest, I've been having a lot of fun with short form content. Been having a lot of fun with it, especially recipes. I feel like that's more of the vibes and the attention span that people have now. As some of my long-term followers know, I used to do recipes on here all the time. They would do very well too. Like that's kind of how I got my start in a way here on YouTube, was filming recipes, but I just feel like people don't necessarily want to see that in long form. They literally want it in 10 seconds, like less than 10 seconds. That's how our attention spans are now. So even what I eat in a day, those used to be so well loved on my channel, and I'm not sure that people even have the attention span for that anymore. In order to make sure I've blended down my neck, I usually give myself a double chin, because sometimes I just miss what's going on under there. I actually think that matched pretty well. I think that got me like a pretty good combo. I like to be just like a touch lighter than the rest of my body, and I think we achieved that. I think so. My skin has been skinning lately. Let me tell you, I am swearing by the combination of Ghost Glow, which I hadn't taken consistently. It's sold out now, but they still sell Ghost Glow. It's just sold out in this flavor, but Sydney came out with a collab with Ghost using the little hourglass on the inside. And it was Glow and then also greens in the Summertime Punch flavor, which is my absolute favorite. It's so good. So I've been mixing the two together and I've been using that consistently every day. And honestly, the past month, it was the first time that I did not have any breakouts during my period. And I just also feel like my skin's been looking super hydrated, like really hydrated and just looking better. And I haven't been doing anything really different other than that. Like that's probably the main difference, I would say. I'm trying to be one of those girls that uses a brush to blend out concealer. And I just don't know if that's my journey. I see where it definitely saves a lot of product. A beauty blender eats this right up. But I still feel like even when I do this and then I just frigged up that eyeliner I don't think dried down. I still feel like I need to go in with a beauty blender. Yeah, that eyeliner I think I just frigged up. Dang, that was my good side too. So this video is not about teaching you technique whatsoever. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing over here. So we can move on from talking about content, but I would like to know what more you'd like to see from me on this channel. I usually do a driven series every summer, and that's something that I feel is very special, and I like to do more in long form, of course. I think it makes more sense in long form. Of course, I would still do set topics because I know it's that fine line with your time management. What value are you getting from any video you watch? Sometimes you're looking to educate yourself and you're looking to gain knowledge. Other times you may be like me, where often I go to YouTube as a place to kind of not necessarily learn more. Sometimes yes, and then other times it's just my little getaway. It's my guilty pleasure, listening to a podcast or watching someone apply makeup. I just find it relaxing and therapeutic. So there's a lot of different reasons why people choose long form content. And I do feel like many of you maybe choose long form content on my channel for the value component. You want to learn something from me being a registered dietitian. And I want to make sure I always give you some value, but I also want to find that balance of connecting with you. I don't want it to just be me teaching. I want you to also feel like you know me, if that makes sense. And I feel like long form content is the best place to do that. This is the color Harmony in this LYS stick. It's just so dang good. This is the other thing. I feel like my beauty routine has gotten so obnoxiously long because of social media, but also because now we don't just use powder products, right? We use the cream and we use the powder. So it's almost like double the work over here. And for what? For what? Sometimes I notice that, not sometimes, all the time, Jason compliments me more when I'm not wearing makeup. The dude just likes a natural looking lady, He likes me as I is versus all this makeup on. Which I appreciate, I do, but then I also just really enjoy playing with makeup. Like today, we're gonna do possibly the Marilyn Monroe red lip, and we're also gonna try out, this one looks wild. I love SheGlam blush, so we're gonna try that color out today too. All right, I know I might look wild, but I don't know. Do I or don't I? I'm wearing this old Buff Bunny Collection bandeau. These are like the original bandeaus they came out with. Mine has I just realized I have a hole in it, and I don't care. I love it so much. I'm keeping it. I am keeping her. All right, so let's do some blush before I powder my under eyes. This is the SheGlam Hollywood Marilyn Monroe Dewy Blush. Love SheGlam's Dewy Blush. I have many saved in my Amazon storefront. Ooh, this one's fun. It's like a very red looking pop of color. We're just having fun today. I don't know how this look's gonna turn out. Their blush is just, I've had such good success with it. I don't see the point in spending a lot of money on liquid blush, or cream blush, I should say. This is my other favorite one here. This is the color On Point. It's a hot pink. It's so good. So let's see how this looks. They're very blendable, very creamy. And I love a lot of blush, so I'm that girl that feels like you can never have enough blush. You can in person, but what I've noticed is half the time, this is my issue with my makeup application lately, half the time I feel like I see myself in pictures or on camera and my face looks one-dimensional. It just looks all one color, and I don't like that. I like the highlight effect. I like having a lighter under eye. I like having a pink cheek. I like to put that across my nosy. Actually, that turned out really pretty. I really like that. I take the little bit that was on my hand too. It may get a little covered up, so we'll add a little more after, but if you are someone that can just do a natural skin look, these are so pretty. I love that. Very, very pretty. Happy with that. Okay, to go to under eyes. What else do I want to update you all on? Exciting stuff I was mentioning on my stories yesterday. I don't know why, and this isn't a bad thing, but you may have noticed I haven't been hardcore promoting contacting me for dietitian one-on-one coaching, mostly because I'm still trying to get my schedule under control. I need to come up with a set schedule for posting, for filming short form versus long form. but I was studying for a while for my NASM certification. I know this confused some people because people were like, wait, I thought you were already a CPT. Yes, I is, but I wanted to go and get my NASM certification because I just do feel like NASM is more of a gold standard in terms of fitness and being a personal trainer. I'm not actually training anyone one-to-one in the gym right now, so I don't want to be confused with that. But I just wanted to increase my knowledge and be able to, be able to train people one-to-one in person. But not doing that just yet. But I just wanted to feel more comfortable with what I knew about personal training, and everything I read and saw, people really felt like NASM was the best. So I really kind of honed in on that in January. I really started focusing on studying for that. And then the month of April, I just kind of checked out of everything and solely focused on finishing up my studying. And I did in fact pass my NASM test. Yay! It was a huge deal. It was nerve-wracking. I was the most nervous I have been in a long time for anything. I haven't taken a test in forever. So I was super nervous, but it went well and I passed, and that's all that matters. So now I'm trying to do more application of what I learned, whether it's on my Instagram. I kind of just started Tip Tuesday. I just started that yesterday. Just wanting to maybe do more content in terms of helping people with form or with just different adjustments and just different like educational tidbits to make women feel more comfortable in the gym or at home, depending on where you work out. I'm gonna just do a little spray on my face. But yeah, so past NASM, that was a huge undertaking for me. I just really had to focus on that and didn't want to overextend myself. I've been trying to be big on not overextending myself, which has been hard because literally, I'm not complaining about being busy. I love being busy, but I do feel like there's part of me that wants to do more in terms of sharing my knowledge as a dietitian and helping other women. And so I have had I've had a big influx of people asking about coaching services. Like I said, I haven't really been advertising that because I don't want to overextend or have a bunch of people reach out just to be like, hey, I can't take any more people. But what I can't totally tell you about yet, but will be able to very soon, maybe even when this video is posted, I will have an opportunity coming up of a different offering that I think is going to better meet what y'all are looking for. And I think it's just going to be a huge opportunity to change lives, because I don't know anyone else doing this. And it's just going to be an affordable, what I feel should be an affordable option. And hopefully I'll just be able to help many of you. So that's all I can say on that for now, but I will share more once I can. I'm gonna add a little more powder to my face, and we're gonna do lips and eyes, and we should be good to go. I had a little scare not long ago. This is your reminder, ladies, go get your annual exams done. I still need to get a mammogram. Has anyone done theirs yet? Any of my 40 and up ladies, have you done your mammos? I have the script, I just haven't actually gone to do it yet. Last year I did have some abnormal cells come back with my pap smear. And so I had to go back again this year. At the time they said they weren't gonna do anything, just kind of watch it, come back. And so I came back and everything was in the clear. But if it wasn't, they're gonna have to do what's called a colposcopy, which I put on Instagram, and many of you responded to me that you had had that done before and that it was not friendship. So I'm very thankful I didn't have to get that done, but also just wanted to shed light and normalize the fact that if you do have an abnormal pap smear, it's not that it's not. I just want to normalize going to get your pap smear done, number one. And number two, there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, there might be something wrong with you, but I don't know how to say this correctly. It's not abnormal to have an abnormal pap smear and to have further testing done. And everyone kind of gave me their story, and some were horror stories and others were just fine. So everyone's experience is unique. I really like that we can kind of share this type of information openly and honestly here, but thankfully I was in the clear this year. Just added some Rare Beauty blush to bring a little, it's more of like a highlight kind of topper situation, just to add that on. So I felt really good. It was literally it was the same day. I passed my NASM CPT, and then that afternoon I had to go get my pap smear done. So I was like, I hope I pass this test too, which thankfully I did. So we're all set. I'm still gonna go back in a year just to be extra safe. We're gonna go back into that Marilyn Monroe palette. I like to put just a little bit on my under eye. I'm gonna take the dark brown color and just kind of put that on my under eye. But as we are coming into summer, like I said, I've done the Driven series in the past, and I would love to do that again if you guys are interested. But let me know. It's not like, I feel like sometimes I get in my head about the fact that topics have been talked about before. I've done certain things before, right? But like, I've been on YouTube for a long time, so some stuff will get repetitive and I will do it again or talk about it again, but I also change my opinions on things. I change my mind on stuff quite a bit, and knowledge and information is so much more accessible now than it was, gosh, when I went to college and when I even first started this YouTube channel. So stuff is always changing. My thought processes on stuff or how I do things change. So it's always kind of nice to share, even if it's something similar to what I've done in the past. I think the eyes are good. I think I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them for right now. Let's take a look at the lips. We have two different lip duos that came in here. These are the vintage lip duos. Comes with a lip liner and then like a lip balm situation. Ooh, that one's quite dark. Let's do a little, oh, it's a nice texture consistency though. Oh, this one's a little bit more red. But they're tinted, but like glowy. So which one do I want to use? Let's try. And then we also have, I love red lipstick, but Jason is not a big red lipstick fan. I think it's just because if you kiss someone, it gets everywhere. This is the, I don't know what it's called, but I really like this component. That's the word. I like the component. I'm trying to, oh ho ho, she is a red baby. That is a literally Hollywood Marilyn Monroe red. I am so tempted to put that on. What should we do? What should we do? Let's go in with So I Regret. We've got the lip liner and then, ow, my nail. The lip liner, and then we also have the little tinted lip balm is what it's called. The lip liner looks nice. It's creamy. That's an interesting combo. It's like very nude colored. I feel like I'm also not great with lining my lips, so please hold. Okay, I really like that lip liner. It's just like a really nice light brownie nude. I'm just trying to fill in the lips a little bit. Okay, that one's called Fear is Stupid. I like that. Okay, let's try the balm. Just rub my finger in it. I feel like I'm at the age where I need to start trimming my nose hairs. Like, is there a set age where it's time? Oh, I think that's pretty. I like that. It's definitely like a different color for me. I feel like lately I wear all nudes and I haven't been able to find my perfect lip color. The nudes just blend into my face too much, I feel like. So I do need like that little juicy pop of color. Let's take a step back, as Allie Glines always says. I think that's her name, and reassess, see what we need to add a little more of, a little less of. I did add a little under eye mascara. Let's take my big crazy headband off. My hair looks like crust. That's the other thing. I've gotten my hair done twice now, and I'm trying to add some blonde dimension to it, but being so dark, I don't even know if you can notice. Like, can you tell? Can you see the highlights? Don't pay attention to my hair. It's not styled or brushed, but we're getting there. I think the summer might light it up a little bit. But what else do we need to add? What are we thinking? I think maybe just like a little eyeliner actually on my waterline, and we should be good. So this is definitely not like my everyday look, but always fun to play around with makeup. This is the Dibs. I don't know, it's the Dibs eyeliner. It's very rich. It's like a chocolatey dark brown. I do want to mention, should this video go live before Saturday, on Saturday, June 1st, I'm going to be doing another live workout. I don't know if you guys happen to catch my last one, but I just started doing these live workouts. My Flourish program with Grounds, we're in week 5 of it. And it's just been such a great program. It's a dumbbell only program, dumbbell only. You can do it at home, the gym, wherever you want, you can do it. It's been such a great program, and I think it's helped so many people. So I wanted to do some live workouts for those of you that are maybe already part of the app, or for those of you that are just kind of curious what the app is all about. I'm gonna add some of this. Actually, no, I'm not, because of my self-tanner. But yeah, it seemed to be really well received and enjoyed the last time I did that. So we're gonna do that again this Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. It's gonna be lower body day. So if you wanna join me, all you need are some dumbbells, a set of dumbbells, and you should be good to go to complete the workout with me. So that'll be a ton of fun. Saturday is also Ghost birthday. So Ghost is a supplement brand I work with. They've got some new products dropping as well. So I'll probably be reviewing those over on my Instagram. I just received them in today. It's a Intra formula. It's called Intra. It's essential amino acids. It's stimulant free, and there's 3 flavors coming out. So you'll see reviews of that probably over on my Instagram. I don't think it'll make it here to the YouTube. But all right, friends, I think this is my final makeup look. Hair, don't judge. Otherwise, I really like how it turned out. The winged liner is a little bit of a hot mess, but from a distance, I think it looks okay. I love the lip duos. I think the lips turned out really pretty, and same with the blush. Really love the blush. So this was just a little something fun and different. I will list down in the description box the products I used. I don't necessarily have links for all of them, but I will list out the products I used in case you want to check any of those out. But let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this Hot Mess Express chatty, get ready with me, kind of all over the place, just to do a little catch up. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like on your way out. It does help me in the algorithm, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be Saturday, June 1st, doing a live workout leg day here. All right, friends, bye.